What's up, everybody? Chewy tonight coming at you today, and today we got really big news. I have not read this yet. This is just dropped as of 5 minutes ago. Here I'm doing a live reaction, so I don't know what's going on. This is the Black Order update, and I'm expecting this to be really big. I'm expecting a lot of changes here for the Black Order. Um, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some updates to Ebony Maw, Black Dwarf, uh, Corvus, Proxima, all this stuff. So I'm expecting a decent amount of stuff here. I'm not gonna go in and read. Let's go in and read the article here. You look at the character balances with Thanos, Fierce, and Black Order getting their turn in the spotlight. Oh, also, bye guys. Before I get into this, if you guys can like the video, comment down below, give me your thoughts on everything on the Black Order and all that stuff. Um, and subscribe to the channel. We'll have more MCP content. All that helps out the channel, helps the channel grow. Um, if you guys can do that, that'd be awesome. So let's get into this. We began work on Progress Protocol. We knew that we didn't want Thanos into the game, not only the biggest and these days most well known for the Marvel Universe, who's also a perfect character to build what would become known as the Ultimate Encounters around. Yeah, I agree with that. That 100%, that was the great decision. Great decision. I'll combine that with the inclusion of the Infinity Gems as a mechanic that we after the launch will help the players give a take how big and bright the crest be. Everything was in place to have the Black Order be a huge foundational pillar for the game. 100% agree with that, and I like the change that they did to the Infinity Gems, with the fact that you have to take them now with your character. So like your character basically, it's now attached and it frees up a roster spot. So uh, Black Order's roster decisions are going to be really different this time around. So really, I like that change. While there are more things that can be told about these characters and the short version of the Black Order Identity was to first be largely based around the idea of KOing characters from winning scenario battle. Exactly, yeah. Like the Black Order is designed to basically wipe you off the table and figure out how to do it. Um, Protocol, Crisis Protocol, it is granted there's combos out there that can do this really quickly, especially with like all you've got out there and all that. But it is still relatively tough to daze and KO characters because you have to first get them to daze and then KO them the next turn, and dice can be dice sometimes. If you like the idea, I think with the Black Order was like, okay, we want to make them be able to make them kill effectively, but still like and just have them revolve around that, right? Instead of just having them revolve around the scenarios and all that stuff, like that's fine. That's like secondary to them. Their first priority is to like daze and KO character and ruin your basically just take activations away from you when the game fast, especially with Thanos as so. It's a really cool design. The way the Black Order is designed is really awesome. Um, Black Order has a significant lack of scenario control, which is very true to many other affiliations. Additionally, it's an affiliation that brings a lot of power in a relatively small package. Yep, I agree with that. Often having fewer activations than their opponents. All of this, however, plays well into the plan of having to carefully control the front end of the game to ensure their opponents don't jump out to a huge initial lead while they do the job they were made for and whittle down the opponent's numbers, all while scoring victory points for each KO they made. Yep, and they were designed perfectly. Like they do that really effectively, really well. Um, Enough can be said. I mean, they've Black Order does really well. I mean, they give a lot of players a lot of problems. Um, Especially with like Thanos's defense, especially with all of them having -1 damage, and Corvus's damage output is like through the, especially with the reality gem. I mean, it is just absolutely through. So, and then you can now combo that with certain tactics cards like all you've got, all that stuff. So, all right, without that, I think that's all we can go with here. Let's see what they talk about here. Since the couple's release, there has been plenty of discussion about the unique husband and wife superpowers, especially with how it allows them to really excel at what the Black Order in general wants to do, maintain priority in days and KO. A single target before it can react. Even without his beloved wife at his side, Corvus has certainly shown that he himself is a fearsome boogeyman. Yes, absolutely. Corvus, I'll tell you this right now, Corvus does not need wife. You can take Corvus by himself with the reality gem and do just fine. Um, that is true. And the character's name most often appears in discussions about how to deal with him. While there will always be characters that sit on the high end of their threat love value and the pack of characters in general, after carefully watching these characters since the release, it was clear that their play pattern was a little too automatic. Yeah, agreed. So it's time to change them up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the changes are. Let's get into it. Nice article there. Nice. So let's go into Corvus here. So 343. For 3. Why does that 4 come out to me? I thought he was 3/3 across the board. Let's find out. Before we get into the rest of this here, I just need to get my handy dandy amp out. I should have just had the old cards with me. I wasn't ready. I thought this is live, guys, so I wasn't completely ready for this. Granted, I knew this article was going to drop, but usually the articles drop around like 9, 10 o'clock my time, Central Time. This came out just a little bit later. Um, let's take a look at Corvus's defense. Right. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. So Corvus's energy defense goes up by 1. It was 3/3/3 across the board. So that energy defense is gone up. That's a change. That's a nice change for Corvus. So you can't, uh, well, right now, I mean, what do you hit him with? Right? It's either physical or mystic attacks. You're definitely not gonna hit him with an energy attack now. So that's a nice buff for him. So he got something. Let's see what he lost. So he's health 6, threat 4. That hasn't changed. He's size 2, moves medium. None of that's changed. Let's get into his strike. Range 2, 5 dice. After attack resolved, gain power with the damage dealt. He still has the pierce. That has not changed. Atom splitter, range 4, energy attack, 4 power cost. No power cost. After attack resolved, gains power. That has not changed. I guarantee you what's changed here is Death Blow. So let's take a look at Death Blow. After this attack is resolved, this character may advance medium. He still has that. Ooh, that's amazing. Amazing he still has it. Still 7 dice, range 3, 4 power cost. That has not changed. The flurry changed. So now you need to hit a wild or block. Good. Good. Absolutely good. And I guarantee you the reason why they didn't make it crit wild is because he has the reality gem. Right? Because I guarantee the reality gem hasn't changed. So now his condition is wild and a block. After the attack is resolved, this character may make a strike attack. So he still keeps his flurry. So he's still Corvus. He gets a buff on the energy defense. The only thing they really hit here was the flurry on Death Blow. So let's keep going through the rest of this. Glave's Edge is still 3 power cost. During the next strike or Death Blow attack this turn, this character adds blanks in his rolls to his total successes. That has not changed. Husband and Wife Proxima Midnight. That is now 1 power. That has changed. I had a feeling that this was going to be a power cost. But 1 power cost? So I'm thinking maybe 2, 3. With the fact that they generate so much power, especially Corvus, he generates a ton of power. I was thinking about that might go up to 2 or 3, but I'll take it at 1. If you can find a way to put like Root on Corvus Glaive or something like that, you can make this a little bit heftier, right? I was thinking this would be 2 or 3, but 1 power cost, I'll take it. As long as they have to pay power for it, I'm all for it. So you can't like turn 1. Well, you can turn 1 do husband and wife, but it's a tax now. So I'm a fan of this. Glaive Immortality, again, he still suffers -1 damage. So he got a nice buff here with the energy defense. He's still -1 damage. He's still just as scary. Like Corvus is still just as scary, which I like about it. But now the flurry is a little bit harder to hit, which is good. Or you want to make it challenging for Corvus to get the Death Blow off. I think this flurries in general needed to be harder to get, and this will do that. Husband and wife gets a 1 power cost now, which it should have been a power cost to begin with. So now you have to pay 1 power, which isn't a big deal. I mean, you generate 1 power a turn. This isn't hard to figure out, right? So this is good stuff here. This is good stuff. All right, Corvus Glaive still is deadly. Let's go to his injured side. Anything change here? No, everything's about the same. Oh, his energy defense goes down by 1. So he goes back to normal on his injured side. So the only change here is his energy defense goes down by 1. Everything else still stays the same. Pretty cool. When he gets his injured side, it's like, okay, now he's back to normal Corvus, which he was pre-errata. So not really, because I mean everything's still the same, right? Death Blow is still wild block, Glaive's Edge is still 3, husband and wife is still 1 power. Not bad. I'm a fan. I am a fan. This is pretty good. Let's go to Proxima Midnight here. So Proxima Midnight. Let's get the card up here. I should just have it on the screen, but I don't. We'll go to Proxima Midnight. Let's see. 3. So let's see. 3 across the board. That's still the same. Health 5 still the same. Threat 3 still the same. Size 2 moves long. All still the same. Strike range 2. Gain power to damage dealt. Pierce is still the same. Spear throw. Energy attack range 3. 5 power. No power cost. 5 dice. You get poison on a wild. You get to place within 1 of the target. That's all still the same. Quantum Starburst, 4, range 4, strength 6, 4 power costs. This attack deals damage after this attack is resolved. Character gains the bleed, poison, stun special condition. That's still the same. That's still an awesome attack. Martial prowess, when this character is targeted by an attack within 2. This is still the same as well. Wife of Corvus Glaive. This is now a power cost. So basically what they added here was the power cost also for Proxima. So not only does Corvus have to spend a power, Proxima now has to spend the power to do this. So I personally this could have gone to 2, I think. But that's fine. They have to spend the power now to do this, so now it is no longer free. Let's see anything change here on the injured side. No, everything's about the same. She's still the same. So Proxima basically went untouched. The only thing that changed here was that she pays now for husband and wife. So that's pretty good. Let's see what happens to Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw is one of the characters that, I mean, he was probably the worst 5 threat in the game. And that's a hot take. I mean, I have to really look at all the characters, but to me, he was the worst 5 threat in the game. Power generation kind of sucked. It sucked, and just he wasn't worth 5 threat. Let's just put it like that. And he never got played with the Black Order. So let's see what happens here. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at good old Ebony Maw. Ooh, everyone's most excited for, I think. Me, it's Black Dwarf. I want to see what changed with Black Dwarf, personally. So let's see what happens. So 2, 4, 6. Ooh, his energy defense went up to 4. Nice. I like that change already. His health is still 7. He's a 5 threat still. Size 2 moves medium. So what I'm thinking they're going to do here, they're going to keep him at 5 threat and bring him up to curve. And make him a 5 threat. And make you want to take him now. So let's see what happens. Black Tongue. Range 4. That goes up from 5 to 6 dice now. After the cycle is resolved, this character gains 1 power. So it doesn't do power to equal. It's not power to equal damage dealt. You only gain 1 power on it. That's about the same. Sinister Influence. Cycle resolved. You made character small. That's still the same. Herald of Doom. Let's take a look here. Still 8 dice. Range 4. 4 power cost. If the target character does not gain power. The target character does not gain power equal to damage dealt, which is really cool, and you get a throw for size 2 or less. I was hoping this would go up to size 3. But you know, it is what it is. It's a wild, you get a throw. Fine. I thought this can go to size 3, but that's okay. So let's go to Telekinetic Powerhouse. Choose an area for terrain feature size 4 or less. Within 3, throw it long. This is still a really powerful throw. I'm a fan of it. So right now it seems like the only change is the 4 energy defense. Let's keep going. Telekinetic defense. If this character would suffer a collision and may use a superpower, this character does not suffer damage from this collision. Ooh. That's new. Telekinetic deflection. Okay. So if this character will suffer a collision, it may use a superpower. This character does not suffer damage from the collision. Awesome. So you can't do throws on him basically, or throw people into him. This is a great buff here. I'm a huge fan of this. Mind over matter is now innate. So when an enemy character targets this character with an attack, this character may use its physical defense regardless of the attack type, unless the attacking character pays 2 power. This is now an innate. Before this costed 2 power for you to use. Really smart stuff here. Incredible psychic potential. During the power phase, this character gains 2 additional power. That's still the same. And he can use the mind and space gem. That has not changed. So I think Ebony Maw is okay. Right now on his healthy side, he got 2 changes. Well, let's go with 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 changes here. 4 actually. He's got 4 changes. So energy defense went up to 4, which is amazing. You can't really take advantage of the energy or anything like that. Just really, really nice. His builder went to 6 dice now instead of 5. You still only gain 1 power for it. Okay. Okay. Herald of Doom still stays the same. I wish that went to size 3. It's still size 2. But he gets telekinetic deflection, which costs 2 power. You don't take a collision damage, which is awesome. Because his physical defense is down to 2. You know, he dies really, really quickly to that. So for that'll be a nice 2 power spent for that. So you cannot get someone can get thrown into you, you die, basically. Mind over matter is now innate. You basically your opponent has to pay 2 power and they can okay, when an enemy character targets this character may use its psychic defense regardless of attack, unless the attacking character pays 2 power. So that's built in as an innate, and it's really, really nice. I think that, you know, For 5 threat, I still this helps. I'll have to really look at all the other 5 threats and compare him. But I think you take Ebony Maw now. I think as a 5 threat if you're a Black Order player, especially with the changes that happened. You got free character. You got character slots now. All right. Let's take a look at the injured side. The injured side of Ebony Maw. Take a look here. His health is now 6. It's not a 4 anymore. Black Tongue is still the same. Herald Doom is still the same. Everything else basically stayed the same here. His health does not go down to 4 now, so he's not easily killed. This is a good change for him too. So now he has some staying power. He stays in the game a little bit longer, with the health going up to 6. This is really really good. It's interesting. Ebony Maw is now. I mean, I can consider taking him in certain teams, and he gets the minus space gem, which again that has not changed. Gem. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. The space gem is now a 1 threat. Choose this character or another allied character within 3 and place it within 2 of its current position. Super Arcana use once per turn. This is a nice change as well. This shouldn't have been a cost of 2. I mean, a threat level of 2. This is a threat level of 1. Actually, this is really really good. I like this. If will it get taken? I don't know. We'll find out. Time gem. I can't wait to read this. It's now 1 threat level instead of 2. Now for 2 power costs. When this character is attacking, before the calculate success or failure step at the end of the modified dice step of the attack, it may use a superpower. The attacking and defending characters reroll all of their attacking. So basically, this is recalibration matrix. Interesting. So now you're not getting an extra action anymore. You get to manipulate the dice now. This is basically recalibration matrix onto your character. So you don't have to take recalibration. If you have the time gem, you don't have to take recalibration matrix anymore. Interesting. Interesting. I kind of like the whole 3 action thing. But they lowered the threat level and it made it recalibration. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take it. And that is it. No Black Dwarf. Black Dwarf is not getting changed. So right now the hit went to Corvus. Not the hit. I mean, right now the changes are for Corvus, Proxima, Ebony Maw, Space Gem, Time Gem, and that's it. Let's take a look, see if we're going to get anything else here. After a lot of this consideration, we decided to rework the gem from the ground up because of that. Rather than having a restrictor ban the gem, we felt like it was a golden opportunity to remake the gem. Okay. I like their explanation here. It's really good. We hope to see you enjoyed this look at the changes of the Black Order. Be sure to join us next time as we continue to look at more rebalance coming to Marvel Crisis Protocol officially later this month. Okay. Yeah, no Black Dwarf, no Thanos changes. Okay, so Black Dwarf, Thanos stay the same. Gems, Corvus, Proxima, and Ebony Maw got changed. Let me know what you guys think down below. Black Order players, are you going to be taking Ebony Maw more? What do you think about the changes to the Time Gem and Space Gem? Will you be using the Space Gem a little bit more since now it's a 1 threat instead of 2? And just your overall thoughts on Black Order. What do you think? Definitely give me your thoughts down below. Comment, like, dislike the video, subscribe to my channel, or I will have more MCP content. No Black Dwarf change. Kind of sad there. I mean, I thought maybe they would adjust something with Black Dwarf. You know, maybe give him an aggressive or a charge officially. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there is. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. Have a wonderful, blessed day, guys. Take care.